Following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Tuesday morning, welcome into Mornings on Main Street. You're looking live at the T-Dot Smartway camera, I-65, Oderke Boulevard, on the north side of town as you make your way in this morning. Beautiful sunrise. Traffic looks to be going really smooth as you make your way in. Welcome, everybody, to another fantastic edition of Mornings on Main Street on this Tuesday, February the 15th, 2022. We're halfway through the month of February, and my friends, I am so excited because that means March around the corner, warmer weather. Before you know it, spring's here, 95-degree temperatures, and I'll never complain. Not a fan of winter time. Let's get through this, and we got to do our part, and then we'll be just fine and dandy. All right, fun show for today. Today's a big day for the Nashville Super Speedway. Their tickets go on sale for the big race coming in June. 3 races that they're having. So we'll talk to a member of the Nashville Super Speedway coming your way. 7:30, Miss Cheap will join us today, as she always does on Tuesday with great things that are going on in our community. At 7:40, America's favorite game show, Celebrity Birthdays. Let's bring in our good friend, the intern, this morning. How are you, pal? Where are you, man?
I'm just traveling the world, picking up on all the sicknesses that I can.
You look good, though.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Why are we wearing a hat today?
Because my hair is like this.
Let me tell you something. From a guy who has no hair, don't wear a hat. Just wear your hair and let it grow as long as you can. I told you, if I had hair, I'd look like Crystal Gale. I'd wear it past my butt every day of my life, man.
With one of these every time.
Oh my goodness, yes. That's why I always laugh at that. One of my favorite commercials is that Patrick Mahomes and Troy Polamalu commercial, Head and Shoulders.
Yeah.
Never not working.
Right.
That thing just cracks me up because that full head of hair, I'm thinking, man, what a great commercial. And they showed it a couple times during the Super Bowl. It makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, are you a fan of Mahomes' hair? The shaved sides and the
anybody's got hair, I'm a fan of. Everybody's got hair, I'm a fan of that. Anybody. My son has the thickest hair what I had in high school. I had thick hair than about 23. Only guy in the family goes bald is me. So I guess the good Lord tasked somebody to go bald who didn't care, and I did not care.
How did you figure out that, I'm going to have to shave this?
Great question. Actually, true story. I was a cameraman at Channel 2 many years ago, and we did a story on the lake, and I had hair, and I had a mullet back down my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on the lake. I took my hat off, and somebody took a picture from behind on another boat, and you see my hair and all these curls at the top. big, huge bald spot. And I was like, it's time. So I shaved my head and I went and picked my daughter up from preschool the same day, and she wouldn't come with me. She didn't recognize me. True
No
story.
way. Wow.
She's like, I know. She's like, I don't. I'm like, come on, honey, it's daddy.
You
She's
showed
like,
her the picture. It's like, look, I
Nope.
had to.
Well, and I thought, you know what? She'd never seen me
Right.
like that. So I had no reason. She had no, she was smart. Basically, like, I'm not going with this
This
guy.
bald guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what happened. So I shaved. So it never bothered me.
Right.
Just by that picture bothered me. And then I went bald, like, and I shaved my head.
I feel that. I would have done the same thing.
Well, that's the thing. I had to do it. Like Bruce Willis has a great quote. He's like, sometimes you just don't care. Basically, sometimes you just don't care about what goes on and what people think about your hair and what everything else. And so that's why he shaved his head. And so I shaved mine.
Right.
Well, if you're still watching this after this talk, you're a big fans of the show.
You and Bruce like this. I do what he does.
Yes. Did you ever see The Sixth Sense, the movie?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, I'm not going to rent it for you, but you need to see that movie.
Isn't he a ghost or something?
Maybe he's a ghost. I don't know. All right, let's get to your front page of the Main Street Nashville e-edition, right to your inbox every weekday. Great stories coming your way all the time. This is a story affecting a lot of people. Trash pickup days behind as Metro contractor falls short. 2 weeks after, and this is a Vivian Jones story, 2 weeks after Metro reinstated curbside recycling, garbage is once again piling up in southeast Nashville neighborhoods as residents wait for Metro to take out the trash. Look, it's in my neighborhood in Donaldson, too. They didn't show up yesterday. They didn't show up.
I see that quote. It says, we have rats in the community.
We have raccoons. We have dogs tipping over trash bins. Those drunk dogs. It's terrible. I mean, I hate it because I'm a guy. I'm not OCD, but I like things to be taken care of.
Right.
So I like my trash be putting up and all that. So there you go. If people are wondering, there's this front page story today in the edition of Main Street Nashville. So watch out for those dogs running around tipping cans.
Yeah, they get done with their poker games and just go wild.
Run over there and stop. Get those dogs out of here. We bring the positivity to you on the show. Second Harvest provides 140,000 meals through a Bank of America initiative. We love that. I've told you before, I'm not a fan of people getting everything in life, but I do believe everybody should have a right to eat. In turn, every single person should have a right to eat.
1,000%.
Thank you for backing me on that.
Hey, no problem.
You're the best. All right, this great story. Not a great story, but it's an excellent story by Tyler Graves. This worsening railroad crossing conditions lead to calls for repairs in Springfield. Now, there's one of these in Donaldson that you go through, and I feel like if I hit it just right, it'll take me to Middle Earth. It is awful. So I understand they're paying in Springfield.
Are you saying because like you go over the tracks and
I don't go fast. Some people, I had friends like if you go fast as you can, you'll like zip in the air and skip over them. You know what? This isn't the Jetsons. My car isn't flying through the air, so I go very meticulously over the button. It just
like a speed bump. Yeah.
So I feel this pain, and it says that because it's the railroad that runs through town is owned by CSX. However, because of its ownership, the city of Springfield has no control over the conditions of the crossing.
Dang. Well, who does? It's like.
But Clayton Moore, Public Works Director. That's also, isn't that the name of the Lone Ranger? Wasn't that Clayton Moore? I don't know.
Sounds like a cool name.
Did you ever watch the Lone Ranger growing up?
No.
What did you do growing up?
I don't know. Watched a lot of CSI.
Terrible, man.
And That's So Raven.
I think it is. That's So Raven. So Springfield, Tyler, good story. I understand your pain there because it's happening not just there, but I can imagine if they're writing a story about how bad this railroad crossing condition is, you know it's really bad.
Right. I wonder if they can. They'll just throw a sign that says, "Hey, watch out."
Or like I'd put a sign and say, "Hey, ain't our problem. Call this number."
Exactly.
I'm good at deflecting blame. I do it on the show every day.
Bing, bing, bing.
With you. Again, positivity. Dr. Sabrina McClard. I'm sorry, doctor. We'll call you Dr. Sabrina. Sumner Principal of the Year. Congratulations. There's a picture there. This is Bonnie Fusel writing this. J.W. Wiseman Elementary School Principal Dr. Sabrina McClard has been chosen Sumner County Principal of the Year. Well done. And there she is and smiling. Do you have a principal that made an impact on your life, intern?
It wasn't a principal, but it was a assistant principal. His name, I can't remember what it is.
Oh,
but
good impact
what
then.
is it? Oh man, this is gonna kill me. But anyways, yeah, my regular principal at Lebanon was Miss Sloan, and
Mhm.
she scared me. She was
Not a fan of the intern?
no, not a fan of the intern. I don't think she was a fan of anybody, which is a weird line of work to get into if you don't.
So
like
what did this
people.
assistant principal do for you?
Well, one time I had gotten in trouble for going up the downstairs.
Were you smoking doobies?
He's lay off the weed.
You were going up the downstairs?
Yeah, and one of the teachers, I was a senior, so I thought I was the S, and she goes, "What's your name? What's your name? I'm writing you up." I said Aaron Rodgers, and then later on, later on, this assistant principal came and got me out of class, and he was like, "That was pretty funny what you said."
Oh, your principal is Forrest Gump?
He pretty much was. He pretty much was.
That is funny what you said to the
He's like-
principal going up steps.
Yeah, he was a country guy.
But you don't remember this
older
guy's
than-
name?
Oh, it's killing me right now. But I just
Okay.
I just
Well, mine
can't
was at
think.
McGavick was Dr. Howard Baltimore. For those who went to McGavick, know what a great man Dr. Baltimore was.
Right.
I saw him on quite a few occasions, and he was always very nice. He passed away many years ago, but he left a great impact on a lot of us. So,
Mm.
see, I remember people's names where you don't.
Well, yeah, it's just my my mind is cloudy.
So, all right, every day we read the banner, right? We love the front page of the national banner 50 years ago. And this, come on, this is somebody playing. Look at the front page of the banner right here. McGavick parents threaten charges on the school system. A group of parents interested in the safety of all students at McGavick High School. This is the first year it opened, too. Have written letters to school authorities stating that if conditions of the huge school are not corrected, they'll bring charges against the metropolitan school system. Serious fights and other incidents were reported to the school last Thursday and Friday, and threats continued today.
Oh no!
Then there was a fight. That's
where you went,
scary.
right? You went to McGavick.
the greatest school ever. This fight, this guy got hit and his jaw was broken in 3 places. Now, we all saw fights in high school, but my goodness.
That's a connection right there.
Oh,
It
man.
was always so. Did you have a lot of fights whenever?
No,
Not like you involved, but at the school when you were there.
not really. I mean, there were here and there, but when somebody would come to school with a knife, like, hey, somebody's got a knife or something, it'd be handled quickly and done with and over. Nothing was good other than that. It
Right.
was a lot of the girls would fight. Not a lot of the girls, but there were more girl fights and boy fights.
Man, it gets so exciting though. Like if you're in the cafeteria, then you hear the word fight.
Everybody, I don't see people. They like, well, go out and stop it. No, when you're in high school and there's a fight,
No,
everybody
it's-
ran to it.
Yeah, we want to see so.
And it's
bad.
like a hockey fight. You let a couple punches get in there, and then once there's a clear winner, then you break it up and step in and do it.
right. Or there was those diehard teachers that would try to get in the middle of it and get popped.
Oh, they'd get laid out. It happened. I've seen that too
Yeah.
before as well. So not a fan of the front page of the banner 50 years ago today.
Well, maybe those letters that the parents were writing formed the new school that you went to with the less fights.
Probably not, but that's okay though. But thanks for giving me the positivity on that
No
there.
problem.
So we'll just move on from that and go on down and
Right.
see what else we got going on in the world today. The paper, also the let's go to sports here as we scroll on down here. Look, this is a very cool story. Like the Main Street Preps does a great job. Front page of the paper of the sports part. Brentwood Academy is #1 in the rankings. Love this picture. This is Trent McNair. You know who
What?
his father was?
Not Steve.
Steve McNair.
Are you serious?
That's his son.
No
Yeah.
way.
And so he's at Brentwood Academy. They're 25-0. And there they are.
Is he killing it?
He is doing a real good job. At
That's
Brentwood Academy.
awesome.
Yeah. So they're 25-0 in first place, and they're the rankings that come out every week in Main Street Preps. The guys at I told you, I signed up for Main Street before I worked 2 years ago just to get the prep coverage because they do
Right.
such a good job.
They
It's
do,
such
man.
a good story.
They're all cool
They're
guys and
very
girls
cool.
too.
Nashville Predators back on the ice tonight as they take on the Washington Capitals. And Peter Laviolette's in town. He's a former coach that took the Preds to the Stanley Cup. I think he'll get a welcome reception tonight. They'll be nice, but a video tribute to him up on the board because he led him to the Stanley Cup
Nice.
in 2017 to the Stanley Cup Finals. They didn't win, obviously, but
Right.
still took him on the best ride they've ever had. So they're back in town tonight.
We just need to
let's-
get Mike Fisher back,
No, he's good. He's
Carrie Underwood would always come, and I just feel like it was a good omen.
She can still come to the games.
Right.
She's still invited. All right, let's get your horoscope intern. You're a Taurus. Let's see what we got for you today.
Yes.
Refuse to let what others decide to do limit you. Refuse it. Follow through with your plans and don't worry about any complaints you encounter. You must satisfy yourself of bending over backward, trying to please others. Live life your way. So live
right.
life your way, man.
Cool. Well, I'll see y'all.
Don't go
I'm
anywhere.
just kidding.
Sad news. Ivan Reitman, Ghostbusters director, producer, dies at 75. Listen, this guy did some amazing. He did Animal House. He did Stripes. He did Ghostbusters. He did a movie with Bill Murray called Meatballs. You ever seen it?
I have not, but
I need to see the movie Meatballs. It is a fantastic, hilarious movie about summer camps and Bill Murray. I
watched a documentary on Dan Aykroyd, and it was
they're best friends. They grew up best
exactly.
friends.
Yeah, he was in it, and it's a great documentary because they kind of talk about how when they thought something was funny, they were like, let's try to make a movie about it.
Perfect. 11 o'clock. Join Devin O'Day for Main Street Today. Her show is everything this show wants to be. Fun, exciting, music, informative. We'll strive to be Devin every day. All right, before we get to the break, let's do our comic strip tease today. We're doing Blondie, and we got a bunch of different voices for today. They're talking about the Super Bowl, and we'll do it. All right, so you ready, intern?
Yes.
All right, I will. I'll start out first. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2. Hey guys, what was your favorite Super Bowl ad?
The gorilla bank president parachuting out of his office.
My favorite was the 2 rodeo clowns mud wrestling for a can of beer.
My favorite was the irate boss in Catapult. This lady employee into unemployment office.
Can you not read? Hey, I must have missed that one. Why watch it? We're living it. I'll have to watch it later.
I get the hard ones, you know.
Can't read. You're terrible. All right, let's take a break. Come back on the side. It's a big day for the Nashville Super Speedway. We are huge fans of the Nashville Super Speedway on this show, and we'll tell you why it's a big day for this great speedway. That's coming up next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
And I can't think of anything more important than buying and selling a new home, except for one thing, and that's finding a new home for a displaced pet here in the Middle Tennessee area.
We got Mr. Charlie out at Lucky Farms Animal Rescue, a sweet little pit bull named Luna at Mount Juliet Animal Control. Please help us find her a home. We're getting him back to on all 4 paws, but we need someone to take him home.
Hunter Briley, Regal Realty Group, proud sponsor of Pet of the Week. He was the first one to hop on board, 4 or 5 months ago. Let's bring in our good friend Hunter Briley from Regal Realty Group, who joins us this morning. My man, how are you, buddy?
He doesn't even know he's missing a leg. He's that sweet. I know somebody out there has a place in their home for him.
Thank you so much, Joe, for all your help and work that we're doing on this. I'm so excited to be part of Pet of the Week every single week.
Love you, Big Joe. Love you bunches. See you. Hero, man. All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. It is a beautiful day. Look at that sunrise coming up. Traffic looking so good. You guys are doing a great job. I'm so proud of you. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in more ways than one, my good friends, because one of our favorite places in all of Middle Tennessee, the Nashville Super Speedway, it's a big day for them. And here to tell us why, let's welcome in Greg Herring from Nashville Super Speedway. He's got a great title. He's a marketing director, communications director, and community engagement. Greg, you got a bunch of titles, my man.
I wear a lot of hats, and it's a long title to say I just touch everything the fans have to be a part of.
I love it. Big day today, February the 15th, on Nashville Super Speedway. Why is this a big day?
We are officially on sale general public this morning at 9 a.m. for all of our Cup race this coming June 24th to the 26th. So the second annual Ally 400, the Tennessee Lottery 250, and the Rackley Roofing 200. We are exciting. We've had a great renewal to this point and some pre-sale opportunities, and we're excited to be able to now go to the general public and get on sale so everybody can be a part of what we're trying to build here at the Super Speedway.
All you have to do, Greg, is show video of last year of those packed stands, people having fun, having a great time. I was out there the entire week. It truly was a special occasion. And I know we're here to talk about the ticket sales, but I'm going to go back to last year.
Please.
Greg, it was one of the most amazing moments in Middle Tennessee in sports that I've ever witnessed, because it was just perfect out there. Absolutely perfect.
It was a great experience. I think back just starting with Friday night with the truck race, and it just so happened to be that, a lot of us as a staff were standing around over on pit road, start finish, watching those trucks come across the start finish line. And Joe, you were out, you saw what it transformed into. So to be able to see, it's exactly what that facility turned into. To have trucks and cars racing again, fans in the stands, was a special moment that as staff we were hugging and high-fiving and we're celebrating that. And then to get to Sunday to see that sold out crowd was just phenomenal. And, think about it, we were the first sold out 100% capacity event for NASCAR as well as in the state of Tennessee. And so I'm glad to have been able to be a rallying point for so many who have been dealing with so much throughout the pandemic.
Oh, I totally agree, Greg. And one of the good things out there, we did a story on all the campers and the RVs that came down, and to see that field over there completely filled with people in RVs and people having a great time. I mean, it was, and I don't any hyperbole here to make it more than what it was, but it was perfect. Everybody was having a great mood, a great time, and so many people saying, you know what, I can't wait till we come back next year. I can't wait for next year. And next year is basically here, isn't it?
Well, it's funny. I was joking with some staff the other day as the way that with the pace and intensity that we're working right now really makes it seem as though the race is 5 weeks away, not necessarily 4 to 5 months away right now. But it's here. I mean, that is we are on sale. We are now. We've been selling for those who had tickets last year to renew, get their tickets, get the first chance of them back, which is always our priority. And then right now we start this morning at 9 a.m. We are back on sale, so we're excited to be able to offer the tickets to the folks that want to come out.
And I tell people, because we talked to others that were there just for the race on Sunday, and we're like, we should have come Friday. And that's why the 3-day packages is what people should buy, because you get all 3 days, all 3 different races, all 3 unique to its own, and a lot of fun.
It really is. And that's the thing, is it's really a weekend event, not just a one day. And I understand if people have other schedules, things to do, but we really encourage folks to come out and experience all 3 days, because the Friday night race is under the lights. It's a little different than you're going to experience the Cup race on Sunday. Post-race fireworks show and a whole bunch of fun things that the nighttime brings. Saturday's a whole different feel, obviously, with tailgating and fan zone and some things to do there. And then Sunday, of course, we have the pre-race concert with usually a big name artist that we'll hopefully be able to announce here soon. And so we really encourage folks to buy that 3-day package. There is a small discount that if you call into our staff at the ticket office there, they'll be able to take care of you getting the package all together and have a small percentage of savings to be able to make that commitment for all 3 days.
What I love about NASCAR and you guys is the fan experience, Greg. I mean, it's second to none. To get to walk and get the pit pass and see the garage and the fan experiences that go on, it's so much more. I tell people, so much more than showing up at a track on Sunday and watching cars go left the entire time. It is so much more than that people need to experience this at that level. And I think I got pulled away from the fan zone. It's like, Joe, it's time to go do your TV duties. I wouldn't leave. It was so much fun in the fan zone, Greg.
I did see you on the Ally stage out there doing your entrance multiple times, practicing coming out in the smoke and doing a driver intro. I thought that was you out there. Yeah. It's a great experience, and we really have so much fun, and there's so many things for everybody, right? Whether you're a first timer coming out to experience it, to somebody who's a NASCAR enthusiast and travels to all the races and makes it an annual event. And so between the fan zone that has different opportunities to engage with some of our best partners and sponsors, we'll have this year, we're looking to have a stage out there to have performances of music all year, all pre-race throughout the weekend. So many great things that we're looking to do to add this year to make it just that much better, because obviously, as we've all known, the world is opening back up and we have the ability to do a few more things than we did maybe a year ago. And so we're excited to look at those, and we're continuing to explore those on really a daily basis of what we can do to make it better. And again, camping is going to be great. The fan zone is going to be bigger and better than ever. Some things in the infield are going to be wild if we can make it happen. So we're excited.
You know, it's funny, Greg, people raved about the race on Sunday and, of course, the race on Saturday. But that Friday night truck race under the lights, if you're a race fan, does not get any better than that.
It was so beautiful. And you can kind of see there on the screen that they're showing that picture of the sunset that was coming, as the trucks are happening, the sun was setting perfectly behind the crowd. And just was a beautiful purple-orange sky that we had that night, and really made it special. I will say this, is that the Friday night race is a great race for families to come out if you've got younger kids, because it's a shorter race. It's only about a 2.5 hour race. So if you've got small kids, attention spans, and trying to get into it, that might be the best place to come test the waters a little bit to see what that's like. And our folks at Grackley Roofing are just great partners, and so we really want to support them, being a local company here in the Middle Tennessee area. And so we are excited about that race kicking things off. And of course, you come for the racing, you see the sunset, and then you get to experience the fireworks afterwards, from your seat in the grandstand. So it's a fun night.
Also, with tickets being on sale today, you have the opportunity to say, get your tickets before it sells out, because we know it's going to sell out. I mean, there's not a stronger marketing line than that around, Greg. And you can take that from me. You can use that today.
Done. I'm putting it out there everywhere I can. I've just tweeted it already. That's how quick I'm on the draw here this morning. But that's the thing. That's what we keep telling folks, is that we had a wait list that was pretty significant of those that we've kind of accumulated over the last year, because we sold out early mid-May last year, and so there was. I mean, it was early, and the race wasn't until end of June, and so fingers crossed we can do the same thing this year and have that race sold out and have folks committed early to be a part of what we're trying to do and special things we have going on at the Super Speedway.
All right, so people want to buy tickets today. What's the easiest avenue for them to get tickets?
Really, online is the best, easiest way. That way you're not having to simply worry about calling in, waiting on phone lines. We do anticipate the phone lines being backed up and having significant wait time. So log on to NashvilleSuperspeedway.com. Up at the right-hand spot, you'll see a tickets drop down. You can go there. There's icons throughout the website. No matter where you go, there's always a way to get tickets from our website. And so we'll make sure that all the buttons are turned on. We had to wait a little bit till 9 a.m. So you may not be functional right this second, but wait, you'll get there this morning at 9, log on, get those tickets. And again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, June 24th to the 26th, going to be a special time with those 3 races and bringing the Cup again back to Nashville for the second year in a row.
Beautiful. Greg, thank you so much. If you ever need anything in the next few months, please let us know. You know how to get a hold of us, and we'll bring you on. And I hope it's a sellout quick. And also, I love this too, Greg, because I look at the pictures. It's warm. It's hot. I love it. I hate wintertime. This makes me feel warm inside. So thank you.
I appreciate it. Let me ask this one quick thing, if I've got a minute. And those groups out there that are looking for fundraisers or opportunities to get engaged, and whether you're trying to raise money for little leagues or church groups or school groups and things, we've got a variety of opportunities, whether it's trying to actually do some group ticket sales with us and or coming out race weekend and working as a group, whether it's in the concession stands or in parking or whatever it might be. So if you're a nonprofit group looking for a fundraiser, reach out to us, and we'll certainly help the community as well.
Beautiful. That's how you do it. Greg Herring. Greg, thank you. We'll talk to you down the road, my man.
Thanks, Joe. Take care.
All right, Greg Herring, Nashville Super Speedway tickets go on sale for the race. Let me tell you what, I was out there. It sold out. It was a lot of fun. The Friday night was fantastic. So Greg's exactly right with all that. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back on the other side. Miss Cheap joins us. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
And they've got an e-reader, which is just for people like me. I have grown up with a newspaper holding it in my hand. I really like that experience. But the e-reader or the press reader that Main Street has, you get to see a front page. You get to see the business stocks. You get to see all of that. But if you see a photo and it's got a little icon on the bottom, when you see that icon, that means there's a gallery there.
I love writing and journalism just on its own, and I think I learned that during the pandemic because I was covering all kinds of non-sports related things and still having fun with it, still finding out a lot of great stories. But when you can combine something I'm already interested in, have a lot of knowledge about in sports, I feel like I'm really able to combine two of my passions at the same time, and that's really rewarding for me.
Welcome back into Mornings on Main Street. This beautiful Tuesday, February the 15th, 2022. Look at the commute. Y'all keep that commute going. Looking good today. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful sunrise. Might get a little hairy later in the week with some severe storms. Don't know how bad, but we'll find out. I think on Thursday maybe. But before that, let's bring in a person who makes our show complete. The great and famous Miss Keith. Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing great. How was your Valentine's Day?
It was really good. Intern and I went out and did a cooking segment. We made some chili. We had a good time. So it's just that I love that made up holiday for a lot of people. And so it's a lot of fun. How was yours?
It was great. It was great.
Good. Another article this week. I love it. You're so unique, Ms. Cheap, in things that you do. And so this week it's fill your bags at library used book sales. Believe it or not, for those out there, people still read books and they love books and they're passionate about books. And I love this article you have this week.
Well, most of the libraries have these friends groups that support the libraries. And one of the ways that they make money for the library and for their programs is through these book sales. And so 95% of the books that are in the sales are donated by patrons. They're not from the collection. A lot of people think they're just, books that people know nobody checks out anymore, but that's just not the case. There are a few of those, but most of them are donated books. And there's a great one coming up this weekend at the Williamson County Library in Franklin. It's Friday through Sunday. And this is a big one. They have thousands of books. Most of these sales, the books are priced at $1, $2, maybe $3 at the most. So you can it's a great way to build a library for yourself, to contribute to classrooms at schools. And I've seen a lot of people build libraries for their children out of this, that they can go and get, children's books for 50 cents or $1 and, have a whole shelf full for their children to learn the love of reading. So I think it's a great way to do that and support the libraries.
I love this in your article. It says the Friends of Brentwood Library President Kathy Dooley Smith says 90% to 95% of the books in her sale are donated by library patrons. I think that is a fantastic stat, Ms. Keith.
Well, the Brentwood Library sale is coming up. Let's see, the date on that one is not until April. They just had one in January, but that's one of the biggest ones. They usually have 15,000 books. I mean, that's a lot, and they're very well organized. These sales, they have volunteers who come in and they'll alphabetize the fiction, and then they have every other category from self-help to religious to biographies to hobbies to whatever anybody wants. And it's just a great way to buy books and a great way to donate books that maybe you don't want to read again.
Well, not only that, but I think our libraries are vastly underrated in Middle Tennessee. The downtown library is great. They're building a new one out in Donaldson, all that. I mean, I think we should support these libraries, and then you see the book sales that go on. I mean, this is the win-win for everyone, Ms. Cheap.
Well, it definitely is. And, the libraries, they offer so much great programming. The Metro Nashville Library, the Nashville Public Library, with their puppet shows downtown, and every one of the branches has all sorts of programs for teens and for little kids and for, story times for toddlers. They have, all book clubs that anybody can join. There's just a lot there. And I'm a big reader. I love to read. And I think that this is how you foster it in the children, is to take advantage of some of these programs.
Coming sales in your article, the Friends of the Williamson County Library is having its public sale 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with thousands of books in like new condition. But I like this, a pre-sale group for members of the Library Friends group, pay $20 at the door to join the group and shop early. That's very cool because you know where your money's going.
Right. And, most of these libraries, Friends groups do have a pre-sale. But the Hendersonville Library, they don't do that because they say that they want their public sale to not be picked over. They're afraid dealers will come in and buy because it's such a good deal. But there's the Hendersonville Library has one, Fairview Library has one. A lot of the Metro Library branches have them. I think Green Hills has one coming up. But these, I've got a list there in the column for people to, put on their calendar, because these are definitely worth going to. And I think if you go at the beginning of the sale, you have the best selection, but usually on the last day, most of these sales either mark the books down or they have bag sales where you can give you a bag and you can put all the books you can fit for $5 or something. So,
Nice.
That's another way to really rack up.
I wish liquor stores would do that.
That would be nice. That would be nice. That's a great idea.
It would be. I like this too. Also good to know is there's also a Friends bookstore at the Franklin Library where you can always shop for used books at sale prices. Tell me about that.
Well, they have these sales, but they also have an area of the library where they all have an ongoing sale. So if you're ever in the Franklin Library on Columbia Avenue in Franklin, that's the Williamson County Library, the Franklin branch, I guess is what it would be called. But you can just go in there and shop. And a lot of the libraries have that. Some of them just have like a push cart full of books that they're selling. And some of them have a whole designated room like that. But that's ongoing. So you don't even have to look for the sale dates to get in on that.
Again, I'm reading this and you laid out well. You got websites, phone numbers, information, dates, everything that we need to know about this. And then next week, I like to listen to the Friends of the Fairview Library. They're having one. Organizers say this sale usually has 6,000 titles, 60% hardback, all priced $2 or less. I read that over and over and thinking, well, that must be a misprint, but no, it's actually happening.
It is. And, a lot of these sales have people lined up to get in. I know that the Brentwood Library, when they have their sale out there on Concord Road, they've got people waiting to get in on the first day. And they also have people waiting to get in on the last day when they have the bag sale. So, people are onto this. This is not something completely new. I think some of these sales have been going on for, decades. So this is a good way to stock a library and, as I say, support these libraries that, they're everybody's underfunded these days. And I think the libraries, like you say, are underrated maybe.
No, I think our libraries are vastly underrated in Middle Tennessee. And I love the fact that you're having this, you got this out there for all that. I mean, this is an adventure to go out and do this. I could spend a couple of hours going through all these books.
I think you could easily. And I'm going to do a column coming up on some of the things that the Nashville Public Library has that people may not know about, some of the programming and some of the offers that they have. Because, libraries are not just for books anymore. There's a lot more going on with our libraries. So I'll work on that column for one of these coming weeks.
I know I asked you last week about sales that are 3 days that are going on. And I've told people like, well, I'm not going to go that third day. There's nothing left. But I mean, you still can find some nice things on that last day, can you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Not as good a selection, but it depends on what you're looking for. That's something else too. That a lot of these sales, the children's books, I think, are one of the best deals because they are priced so low because they really want. A lot of these sales are not just about the money. A lot of them are to encourage reading and to encourage people to come to the library and experience the library. So that's something else to think about. It's not just for the money.
Are these have these grown in popularity over the last couple of years, or they've always been popular as far back as you can remember?
I think they've always been popular. I think they may have had to cancel some of them during COVID, but so maybe they've even got more books this time, because they've stocked up and so many people have gone through things and cleaned out that they may have an abundance of books this round, I think. A lot of these sales are happen twice a year, and like Brentwood, they're quarterly. So that's pretty often that if you're going to have 15,000 books, that's a lot of books.
It's a lot of books,
and a lot of volunteer time too. The volunteers really work hard to get these sales organized and ready for the shoppers.
Oh, absolutely. All right. So the one this weekend is the Friends of the Williamson County Library is having their sale Friday at 9 a.m. 10 a.m. on Friday, 9 a.m. starting on Saturday. And the pre-sale, and that's the one to start off this weekend. So you're looking for something to do, that's the perfect opportunity to go and stack your book collection.
Right, and the next one coming up would be the Fairview Library Friends, which is February 24th and 25th. So that's another one to put on the calendar because that's right around the corner.
And then National Public Library also has a used book sale at some of its branches. So do you check with the main branch to find out where, or just your local branch?
You can go to their website, to the Nashville Public Library website, and they've got all their events listed there. You might find something else you want to do while you're there.
Right.
That website it's events.library.nashville.org, and you can find all sorts of things there.
You know, it's funny. We started at the beginning of this segment about books and, people don't read books anymore. I think people read more books now than ever. I see people with books all the time. I know with their Kindles and on their phones and everything, but I mean, there's something about having just that hard copy in your hand that you're not going to get anyplace else.
Well, I like that too, but I think there's a place for the Kindles and the readers too. I think that has encouraged more people to read, and it's enabled some people to read who might not could read a book that you put in your hands with because of the size of the print or because of the heaviness of the book or whatever. So I think it's the best of both worlds to be able to have both.
I don't remember who it was, but it was an actor who was doing a Zoom, and behind him he had a bookshelf with all these books. And he said, I went out to a book sale because I know we were doing a lot of Zoom. And so if I have more books on the shelf behind me, I'll look more intelligent. I'm like, exactly.
Well, I don't know. This would be a good place to ramp up that intelligent look.
Yes, exactly. It would do that. All right. We'll definitely check it out, Ms. Chief. Thank you again. Again, I love this information. I love the way you laid out for us. You have the websites and phone numbers and times. It's all right there for us. I really appreciate you doing this, Ms. Chief. Thank you again.
Thanks. Stay cheap and have a great week.
Yes. All right, Ms. Chief. Going just every Tuesday at 7:30. And that book sale, you can find it in the e-edition of Main Street Nashville. It's really cool. All right, we come back. It's time for celebrity birthdays. We have a special guest who's going to take on the intern who's been on a roll lately. Celebrity birthdays. It's next. Brought to you by Donaldson Cafe and Catering. That's next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Welcome to Main Street Nashville. Our newly launched e-edition allows you to read our paper online from anywhere in the world. You are in control of how and when you read or listen. Subscribers can access our e-edition online at mainstreet-nashville.com or on a smartphone or tablet using our Main Street Nashville app. In a browser, today's and all previous issues are available at the click of a button. Main Street Nashville is fully responsive. Click and drag your cursor to move the paper left and right. To see photos and text at a larger scale, double-click on a page. Clicking print will allow you to print an article or crossword at your convenience. View photo galleries and videos by clicking the icon on an image. Click play on videos once the screen appears. Main Street Nashville's e-edition is a simple, new way to interact with and consume news. Access the full e-edition of Main Street Nashville on your computer, tablet, or smartphone. Read whatever you want, whenever you want. If you have any questions, we're here to help. Call us at 615-527-4104 or email us at news@mainstreetnash.com.
right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Look at that nice commute coming in. Beautiful sunrise, I-40 west of Fessler's Lane. You guys doing a great job. All right, you know what time it is, my friends. It's time for celebrity birthdays. Hit it, intern. All right, time for celebrity birthdays is bringing our special guest, Amanda Hunt with the Murfreesboro Post. Amanda, how are you? And thank you for doing this.
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
We're doing quite well. Thank you. So I really appreciate you joining us this morning. By the way, the meal of the day at Donaldson Cafe and Catering is Snoop Dogg's favorite meal, pot roast. So we'll have some fun with that. All right, so Amanda, here's how you play the game. You have to get the birthday within 2 years. So if somebody's 40 and you say 37, no bueno. If they're 40 and you say 39, you're good to go. All right, so we ready?
No pressure. Got this.
Okay. By the way, if you win, intern's going to buy you lunch at Donaldson Cafe and Catering.
Yes.
Free food.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if he beats you, you have to give him $500.
Deal.
It's crazy how it works.
Just laying around.
Right,
All right.
exactly. First
First birthday, Amanda, you go first. How old is actress Jane Seymour?
62.
We'll go 58.
71.
Oh,
Cartoonist and creator of The Simpsons, Matt Groening. How old is Matt Groening?
71.
64.
68. Amanda, you missed it by a year.
Man. This is
He
the
played
warm-up.
Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore actor Christopher McDonald.
55.
58.
67.
Oh,
He looks good for his age. That's not our fault.
She's on the fabulous or the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, whatever. Actress and writer Alex Borstein.
52.
Borstein. Let's say 61.
51. Amanda's in the lead.
Ooh.
Good job, Amanda. Well done on that. Singer Brandon Boyd. Have you ever heard of Brandon Boyd, the singer?
No, what's he saying?
That's a negative.
I've never heard of this guy, but evidently he's pretty popular.
We're going to throw out a 47.
Ooh, not a bad throw out. I'm going to say 38.
He's 46.
What?
Look,
This up, Amanda, I tell people, excuse me, rather be lucky than good, and you're doing quite well today.
You're
that
hustling.
free food is coming my way.
Actress Natalie Morales, not the TV host, but the actress Natalie Morales.
50.
54.
37.
Bah.
Yep.
Going down here, let's see.
Unreal.
Singer Melissa Manchester.
What's she be singing?
She sings, I think we can make it one more time.
Please do that again. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I just
We'll give her a 56.
I'm gonna go 48.
71.
Okay.
Actress Lynn Whitfield. She was in all of Medea's Family Reunion movies.
Oh, 63.
59.
69. Ooh, I thought you had it, Amanda. You're up 2-0, by the way.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
I know. Model Janice Dickinson. She's the one who had that meltdown years ago on TV. Model Janice Dickinson.
She had a meltdown.
Well, she was on like Top Model or something. She was one of the judges, and then she went, yeah.
And she went nuts. Okay. We'll say, is Janice 53?
I'm gonna say 57.
67. The lead singer of UB40, Allie Campbell.
What is UB40?
Red wine.
58.
Ooh, that's a good guess. I'm gonna say 61.
63. It's now 2-1, Amanda. You're
I gotta
leading,
step
but
up
he's
my
behind
game.
you. He's close. Bass player of Culture Club, Mikey Craig. There's only 4 people in Culture Club, so Mikey Craig.
Is Mikey 59?
61.
He is 62. We're tied at 2. The next one wins.
Get that checkbook.
Actor, where'd he go? Actor Steven Quezada. He was Gomez in Breaking Bad. He was Hank's partner. in
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
Okay. I got you. All right. We're going to go 58 for the big win.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with 51.
He is 59.
Oh.
Congratulations, Amanda.
I win.
Amanda, well done.
Very nice.
That was one of our most exciting games at the buzzer. You win it.
That was very nice.
Well done. So good. Amanda, how's Murfreesboro Post doing?
We're good, man. We're keeping things going. Everything's doing pretty good out here. Absolutely.
Good. We'll come down and see you soon. Amanda, thank you for doing this, for getting up early. We appreciate you. You are a celebrity birthday champion.
That's
Good
right.
job.
I
Great job.
expect to see a medal.
All right. Have a good day, Amanda.
Thanks so much, guys.
All right. Amanda Hunt with the Murfreesboro Post. She's fantastic. Intern, you tried, man.
I know that little comeback at the end.
But I like how Amanda was confident.
She
with
was.
That's what you need to be, more confident with your answers.
I'll learn to do that.
Speak it out to the universe, brother. Speak it out.
58.
Yeah, there we got that. Have a good day. I'll see you later on for a podcast.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Peace.
All right. I mean, again, thanks to all of our guests, Miss Cheap, Amanda Hunt, Greg Herring from National Super Speedway for joining us today. Great show, guys. Thank you very much. Again, we'll leave you with this. You make your way out in the world today. Be nice, smile, let people in traffic, open doors. Remember, nobody cares about your CrossFit workout unless you're doing it for charity. And as always, remember, nobody ever went broke by giving. We'll see you tomorrow.